big problem on their hands. They're trying to play the CEO Chiku-kan with no marksman.
And a Freya.
Yes!
I don't know, but good luck, Barbarian War Chief. Hats off to you.
This is going to be an interesting one. Ladies and gentlemen, we are hopping into the land of Dawn because right now is the potential final nail in the coffin for Team REY. 2 games down, 1 loss away from ending their journey in Season 17. Is this the answer they've been looking for?
Maybe this could be the answer. Loliels, please don't die here. Dear God, please don't die.
Oh man, he's playing a dangerous game.
Okay, and he's out. Good thing, good thing. He didn't try to go for the steal. He got the information that he was looking for and forced the movement out of Rasi, which is great because now the rest of TR are going to start moving in onto the small campus. They give up Little Wanderer for this. Stun. Oh, good. Oh.
They will still steal it. I don't think there's much Rasi can do alone to stop them. Chiku also gonna have to deal with his lane being cut most of the time. But this is what Team REY needs to be doing. With 3 tanks and a fighter gold, they are trying to dominate early to mid game. If they're not able to close things out before Chiku or GB come online, they got a big problem.
I mean, I feel like they already got some big problems if they don't even get there. Secondly, it's like the Freya is so risky. They have a lineup that can actually create the space for the Freya, which is the amazing part. But whether Freya can actually stick, it really depends on the performance of Loliels. He misses an ability, he's going to be out of position, jumps too far, jumps too short. So many ways to mess it up.
And we have to remember, back in the day, Loliel was an EXP laner, so fighters are not out of his ball game. Used to be a pretty good one as well. Got that Warcry, typical emblem setups, I think, across the board. BIGETRON going to have a bit of trouble keeping up early as well, since Angela mid wave cleared is eh.
It is but at least he's got Rossi to help him out, right? That
True.
Concussive Blast just kind of helps smooth over the early game until you actually hit 4, which he does right now. Now, I'm guessing that the target's going to be Chibi, but for all intents and purposes, they really should not contest this.
Yeah, there's no real reason to. BTR plays this game. They're gonna commit the Phantom Steed and the Heart Guard. Grab gonna be used. Lynch in trouble. Surrounded. First blood over to Loliel. Jescar secures the turtle. They'll get the stun on Chibi as well. Pick him up. And Z is just a bonus on top of that. Double kill for the Freya.
Man.
So unnecessary.
I don't know. I mean, I got no words for it, right? I got no words for it. It's one of those things where it's like, they made an attempt, they thought this was a good call, even though they clearly saw that Lolios left the lane. So, like, I mean, if they thought they could beat, technically they tried fighting it 3v4.
You're not beating this team regardless. Even if Loliel is not there, the best you can do is try to steal.
Yeah, well...
And even that's difficult.
I think the main problem is that if they team fight, the unfortunate situation is that they're technically always down a man. The Angela is like, I can only double down on one guy, but they got a Kai on the other side. So basically, you get a free 2-for-1 for whoever you hard guard.
And they actually picked Angela into a Kai.
Again, wild, right?
So wild.
So wild. They could have gotten Lilia here. He could have gotten Lilia here.
Lilia would have been so good.
He could have gone... Oh, no, he can't go for Farsa, actually.
Lilia would have won that last fight alone.
It would. Valentina would have absolutely demolished this.
Even Valir would not have been terrible.
Okay, I don't know about Valir. Valir is like kind of a... Oh, wait, no, you can get out of the projectile with your ult.
Yeah.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Well, for now, Team REY can enjoy their control over the river because they are just 3 big bulky boys that don't need no man to tell them what to do.
Taxman's here, just guard. You take your taxes. Ooh, sweet income. Or Rossi just has to just stick around, right? Because kind of don't have a choice. Chiku guys is already, and honestly, first time we're seeing that Chiku guys actively losing the lane.
Oh yeah, it's a Freya. Freya basically beats anyone in that lane. BIGETRON does have the solution in the Phobius, and that is specifically why Team REY decided to put her on the opposite side of the map. 1k gold lead for now. Again, don't think BTR should contest.
Well, they might be able to. Now they might be able to, but we'll see, we'll see.
He is a little messy. Phantom Steed comes out. They're going to engage on Ivan in the front line. Jescar secures the turtle. Heavy spin's going to be used. Gets the pin, but it's a little bit of a mess right now. BTR actually regains control. Rossi finds Martizi in the backline. They get the 2-man push. It's a Phantom stop. They pick off 1. And that's actually Loliel, the most important target. But the grab lands on top of Chibi. He's got 2 people riding him right now. And that's a little bit too much for him to stand. Chibi goes down. Just going to be traded. Siska falls. BTR turns the fight.
Wow. Dang. Wasn't expecting that much damage overall coming out from GB in those last few moments there. But Chico Guy's still getting a good chunk of damage. I'm going to quickly look at his items because I'm pretty sure he doesn't have what I think he has. Okay, just the Starlium Scythe. And to be fair, the Starlium Scythe wasn't a recent purchase.
Well, I mean, once you take Lolil out of the equation and Martisi's use his cooldowns, it really is just 3 tanks. So you can take your time a little bit with it. And that is exactly what happened with BTR. Kind of messy at the beginning, but I think that's what BIGETRON was attempting to achieve. Split apart their forces, force them to use resources in weird ways.
I feel like BIGETRON is just trying to stat check them.
That's possible.
Really? They're like, okay, you're going to take out one person away from this game? Well, guess what? If we give him enough stats, you can't kill him.
Oh, well, speaking of, let's see if they can save him this time. This is literally everything thrown at GB. He's not surviving that one.
Say that to my face, BIGETRON!
It's like, eat your stats.
Take that! True damage, don't care about no stats. But Justgar might be able to set up another one. He doesn't have a heavy spin for this. So I don't see him... So again, I don't see the purpose of this movement, but it has been following a simple rule of thumb. Oh no.
They're gonna engage on Chico. He's gonna pause. Oh, he actually dodges the projectile!
No, the projectile just missed! It went into the wall!
Did it? I think it went behind him.
It bounced, he's standing here, it bounced into grass over here.
Yeah, it would have hit him if Chico just walked backwards. But he dashed the other way around. So I think that was a dodge.
Alright, that's true.
Oh, Chiku's actually trying to force this fight. He's got hard guard now. Meanwhile, they get away with the dragon. They land the kick. One hit away, Martisi falls. And Angela actually kind of doing work.
Doing a decent amount of work here, especially into the Freya. Also knowing that Freya doesn't have ult gives you so much confidence.
That's true.
Because God, is she so strong with that ult on.
Oh, Lynn's trying to fight in the pit. Heavy spin actually kind of messes up, but Justgar is still able to get that turtle away. Do they want to fight this? They'll flicker forward. They land the knockout. They're surrounding the panda, and they're putting him back on the endangered species list. This guy's gonna try and re-engage. The glue gonna jump on top of Chibi. No heart guard. It's actually gonna be used on Chiku. Instead, they basically sacrifice Chibi for this one, and now Rasi has to use the kick to try and get away. But Lolil surely finishes this off, right? Yeah, Rasi's dead.
Yup, they got him. They got him by the throat. Now they start opening the map back up. Even game from both sides. It's been a struggle to actually get this fight down.
Lynn's doing a good job of keeping them off the tower, while Chiku gets a free one down bottom, so pretty good, actually.
I don't get why they try to contest knowing that there's people there, right? They know that the closest person to actually make this rotation is going to be Lynch as well as Zay, and the closest tower is going to be mid. So why not start splitting your resources, give Gord the minions anyways, and then send Freya back up to your target? Or if you're double waving, have both of them show up and then send Freya as soon as you're done. Don't even try to contest for the mid turret.
I have a feeling that Team REY just doesn't have enough brain cells left right now to actually think that far ahead. It's just... do what needs to be done when the moment calls for it. Because I feel like that's what their actions are showing.
It may be, but I also think that we're starting to see it get a little sloppy, right? Because all the movements are just like about a second and a half later before after it's done, right? Oh, I cleared the mid lane. Now I'm gonna wait like a minute, about a second and a half before I start moving to the top side. Luckily, he still is able to capture all of the minions, which is the most important part. His item build, going for the golden staff, very traditional. Alongside, decides to go for the war axe this time around, and it looks like he wants to go into the halberd.
I could be. Well, it is an Angela, so it would make a lot of sense to get that anti-heal for now. Chiku has rushed that Holy Crystal. He actually has it done already quite early on. And Z also just finished that Flask and Fleeting Time. So the Angela Harriet combo is pretty scary right now.
Yeah. I love Chiku's optimization of this because he knows he's not that far behind. So therefore, at least he can build up enough attack speed to make the motion smooth of having essentially infinite chrono dashes when you do eventually unleash the Zombie Force. It's about how smooth you can get it to go, right? Oh no. This looks kind of dangerous. They see Rossi clearly.
Yeah, feels a little awkward. Does Team Ray really want to force this? Lane's gonna engage to get the kick. I really can't see who they kick because it's such a mess of bodies in there right now. Lane's gonna engage. Hard guard gonna be used on top of Chiku, guys, but the Arisen Force. Lin will go down first. Heavy spin used as well. Wasted a little early, I would feel, because GB is still around, but the Phantom Steal will run out. Rossi buying time, but he's dropping low on HP, and they land the stun. Grab onto GB, but Chiku, guys, is still alive. The CEO is still here. Team Ray, you gotta worry about him. Zaman Force comes over. GB! He steals the Lord! And Chiku, guys, gets the triple kill. The hard guard comes out again. GB trying to run away from Siska. He's sidestepping. He's sidestepping there for so low. Siska will get the kill eventually. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, though, Martizi just gonna be abandoned in this situation.
Yep, and the extra help coming in for the hard guard. Now Chiku is at full fighting force. He is very, very strong. Look at him go. Look at him go. Pew, pew. Fears nothing. Can't take any damage because of the shields. So strong. Such a fun, balanced marksman. It's great. But, I mean, look at this fight, right? The initial kick ended up on the correct targets. And yet somehow Martizi gets to walk away for free through it all. It was a perfect kick into Dark Wave. And yet they couldn't find it.
They couldn't. But even so, BIGETRON's just playing for the CEO. They're setting up for Chiku, guys. That's why they're popping the hard guard on him instead of Chibi. They don't care about the leaderboard anymore. It's just this guy. Turns out the way you stop the CEO from throwing on Harif is to give him a secretary.
It's the only answer. I mean, they're doing really phenomenally well with it, right? We wanted something new, we wanted something else, but it looks like BIGETRON are the ones who are showing that. And I think this is a very good, a very interesting way to really emphasize that they're playing for the CEO. Because very few compositions and very few teams actually find success in the mid-Angela. And we saw it like, what, a year and a half ago?
Yeah.
Where it was very meta to put Angela in that mid-zone. So many, 80% of our mid laners here at MY all hated it, or they're just awful at it.
And that was a time when mid lane was basically support number 2.
Yeah.
Dark times. I think a lot of mages will agree. But now, Angela is not supposed to really work. You want to have that secondary damage core. But in a team that wants to play off of one guy anyway, why not?
Makes a lot of sense. It really, really does. And I would have imagined that that early game, just work with your mid-trio, dude. Work with your mid-trio. Get Martizi to the right level. And then start looking for your optimal targets. Because again, I feel like Team Ray, if both sides were playing, both sides, open AI, they figured it out, right? Best players in the world. There's a lot of tools on Team Ray's side to bait out a lot of resources from BIGETRON MY.
There really should be, but the problem still remains that they don't have a consistent enough damage source. It's just Lolil as your main carry, and he's gonna be in the tick of the action a lot of the time. That's why he can get picked off, and Chiku can dash around him, especially with Heart Guard. So Team Ray has ways to delay the fight, yes. But if Lolil isn't able to chunk people out, then it doesn't matter how long they delay. Chiku is just gonna take that time willingly.
And get his ult again. Like,
and again.
Times.
Z too.
See, it just,
He's got fleeting time.
It just keeps on going.
He used Heart Guard twice in that fight.
Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous on top of the fact that there's, you know, there's the Ice Queen's wand already purchased by Zay. So not only are you struggling to get away from this Harith, who's already great at chasing you down, but you have the added peel coming in from these love taps.
It feels bad. Team Ray is actually vulnerable to this since they...
What is this movement from people? Whoa!
I am the assassin now.
Whoa! He didn't expect this flank. And look, Jaskar, he's reacting to it. Oh my god.
Oh, why are you giving up your positioning wave? The dragon lands on Jaskar. He drops the half HP. He's not going to be able to contest so easily. Heart Guard being... Look at Z. He's pushing so far for free because of how much time is being given here.
This is ridiculous. And it's just Lich and Rossi. They're the only two ones just hovering around, right? They see the Leomord up on that top side, getting that free push. And now they've set up a free pushing wave down on the bot side with Harith potentially collapsing upon it. And they just don't have enough damage to rush down this Lord. Look at them, they're held hostage.
Team Ray's trying to zone. They're trying to start things, but Lynch can just accept all that damage. Honestly, even if he dies, it's fine because look at the waves they're pushing. He's still alive. He flickers away. They'll re-engage on TB instead. So TB will probably die. Lolil pick up the kill. But look at the base! The CEO! He's in the base! He's in your base! That's not his base! base. He's trying to take over your company right now. He gets 2 inhibitors for free with Z. But now they might get caught on the way out. Chiku's gonna be surrounded. Hardguard gonna be used, not able to save him. So they get the shutdown at least, but what is happening?
Dude, this is so embarrassing. What is happening, dude? How do you get away with 2 inhibitors? Still have Purify? They end up dying to the full combo anyways. Like, what? What?
I mean, sure, okay, it actually isn't too bad. 2 inhibitors for Chiku's life is kind of worth it there.
I don't know, they're gonna lose the Lord for it.
I think they can clear the Lord.
No, okay, alright, that's fair. It's better that Team REY takes the Lord than giving it over to BIGETRON because they literally have no solution to the Lord when it starts walking in.
Yeah, because they gave up 2 inhibitors for it.
I don't know. I've never seen a trade of this caliber.
This has been the worst trade deal in the history of trade deals.
Forms 30 under 30 Chiku guys right now. Put him on this. I give you Lord. I take 2 inhibitors. Deal? Oh, and not to mention, oh boy,
I gained my riches by acquiring Team REY's base.
Oh boy.
It's my shell company now. Chiku in 1v1 against Lolil. Hardguard gonna be used. Now he has to dash away though. Team REY going for the full collapse onto the Hari. Lolil gonna flicker forward, try to jump on him. Everyone's just ignoring Rashi because that is the correct thing to do. But Chiku honestly getting away really well thanks to that Hardguard movement speed. Here comes Jiskar. He's trying to surround. Zaman Force comes out again. Hardguard runs out. The rest of the team is here to back him up. Chiku's still alive. Heavy spin. Whiffed completely. Another red team holding them back. They get the grab on top of Chiku, but look at the rest of the team. Arteezy's already gone down. Chiku's perfectly fine with this grab. Lynch doing his job so well. Immortality burns. They're gonna try and re-engage, but he just flickers away. And now this guy's gonna be caught. Another Hardguard, another Zaman Force, another CEO walking into the base like he owns the place.
He is Jeff Bezos. That's what he's trying to say. He wants to go for BlackRock. And now for the end, as they're looking to close it out.
Do they want to close it here? Can they close it here? Chiku's got the Hardguard again. Actually, no, it just ran out. They've already lost this car. Lolil doing a good job. He finds the killing spree. He takes out Rashi. He takes out Link, but Chiku is still there. TV is still there. The Chi duo are still here. And Z is there too. You just don't see him. But no minions, unfortunately, so they're going to have to end it there.
It's the Chi duo. And Zay's there. It's just, I love the thought of Chiku guys and GB having such a strong relationship that like, Z, stay out of this. Just Hardguard. I need nothing else.
We don't need you here.
Puppet on a string.
Just your shield.
Don't even bother with the puppet on a string. Just love tap and Hardguard. That's all I need. Z tries to say something. Your comms are too loud, Z.
That reminds me of that, like this post I've seen on the internet before where someone shared like this wedding invitation they got. And it said like, your presence is a gift. We don't need any gifts this year. And the person who receives is like, so do they want me to come or?
Yeah, that's exactly it. Oh, that was too good. Oh my goodness. That has to be one of the funniest 6-minute sequences I've ever seen. And I've watched a lot of Mobile Legends. Oh my god. Woo! That's one of the more bizarre ones, definitely. But now, come into the Ultra side, the Ultra late game. And for some reason, just Gar has so little money. He is nowhere close to his final build. He is still 2 items off.
Oh, they will actually find Rashi in the jungle, but that's not the target they want. They really need to find Chiku, guys, of all people. I will say, Lolil as the solo carry actually not doing too bad a job. Freya's damage output a little higher than I may have given it credit for, but it still is basically a one-man show.
He's got the full build already down. It looks like for Lolil, it's just how can he work with the rest of his team to buy those micro stunts, to buy those little pockets of space so he can keep chaining his abilities. He's not susceptible.
Oh, concealed play. Surely they see him. Yeah, they saw him. They get the kick on Arteezy, and now Chiku goes in. He's trying to get the kill, but Ivan just walks in between, so he's not going to commit yet. Lynch, though, already in the thick of it. He has to flicker out of the way. Siska tries to chase, not able to do so. But Team REY retains river control.
Okay. So now they go for the reset, right? They go for the early cancel. trying to make sure that the cooldown is as short as possible. G-Grax already has his Diamond Cores, big whoops, but there's no way in the Dragon, and the Hard Guard, I'm guessing, needs 20 more seconds to come back off of cooldown.
Yeah, as long as they're not getting kills, the hard guard cooldown is still a little bit long. Rasi gonna show himself once again. He gets a free kick onto the Panda, but Heavy Spin will come out. He gets pinned on Lynch, so the Phobius will be the first one to die. Ivan's gonna be the main target for Chiku, but he's able to walk away to Gore's pathway. Meanwhile, Chibi gonna freeze things in the mid lane. Chiku kind of in an awkward spot. Lolil gonna try and jump on him, but he's still alive. Chibi doing a good job, still gonna be grab. It is complete chaos right now, by the way. There is no team formation at all. Monster kill for Lolil, but again, the CEO is still here, and he's being escorted by his knight in shining armor, walking forward, paving the path for him. Too bad there's no glorious pathway. Just gonna be a target. Chiku doesn't have the hard guard. No more Salmon Force. He might be in trouble. May get punished for this one. Lolil has the Valkyrie's descent. Does he have the Salmon Force? He gets the Salmon Force! See! My God! Chiku! Why? How is he allowed to do this? What the face? The minions!
What did I tell you?